Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Dirty Pat Walsh Show here on YouTube with me, your host, Dirty Pat Walsh. So, yeah, I put up that vlog about the festival. That's part of it. I got some more to come, but I wish I could have got footage of us playing. Man, that's the only my big regret. But anyhow, my mailman stopped by today, and I got a package in the mail. Imagine that. Got a package in the mail from my good friend, the suit and tie, dip and chew guy. And what he sent me will reveal itself as time goes on. He sent me. I'm just gonna break it down quick. He sent me a variety of nasal snuffs and 8 different nasal snuffs, and so I'll be reviewing them one by one. I'm not going to review one of them right now because I want to have a dip, and I've been snuffing all day. I've been snuffing on one particular brand, and I can't get enough of it. But I gotta let it lie. I gotta let it lie down, people. Trust me. I snuffed so much snuff this afternoon, I actually got dizzy and had to lie down. So, but anyhow, no, it's not. It's not in the proper. Well, it kind of is, but it kind of isn't in the proper can. It's one of the plastic pocket cans of Stoker's, and in this can is the very elusive fine cut wintergreen. I've never tried Stoker's fine cut wintergreen before today. I had a dip earlier of it. It's really good. Yeah, it's phenomenal. I think I think it's almost on par with Skull Fine Cut. It's a completely different thing though. So, but if we could get Stoker's, or I can get Stoker's at the reserve. I wish that we could get this one because this is. I believe I'm a big fan of. I love Stoker's in general. Stoker's is my favorite dip company, and I like everything I've had by them. I love their natural, both long and fine cut. I love the wintergreen long cut. I love the peppermint. That's one of my favorite dips ever. I dipped about fucking 5 cans of it this weekend. Yeah, this stuff. I love this stuff. But when it comes down to it, I do actually prefer fine cut dips, just because they do. And if we could get this, man, this would be the only thing I would buy. I think Stoker's fine cut wintergreen. It is really good. We're gonna pack some right now. I'm gonna show you. It's in the Stoker's travel pocket can. Now these cans, they're just plastic black cans, but I find the lid is really good on this. It's not. It's got a little bit of a bump there. I don't know if you'd call it. It's not really a gasket, but it's like a little bump. I wouldn't worry about this falling apart in my pocket. Like I've carried pocket cans of Stoker's lots of times, and I have no problem with them at all. Although I wish they did have the cool tin lid. This would be an excellent, just the generic Stoker's thing. That would be a really cool tin lid. Okay, so the first thing I noticed about Stoker's fine cut is now Stoker's always has a freaking immaculate moisture level. They're great at, I think they process their tobacco a little differently than say Skoal or Copenhagen does. There's a mug my sister made me. Crazy cat, man. I gotta get energy for band rehearsal tonight. Sure, I will come. But yeah, the first thing I noticed about that is now when you pinch, like, okay, pinch and snuff, Copenhagen snuff, similar product. The Stoker's is a little more coarse, but it's not. The difference between fine cut and snuff is not very big. If you're a long cut guy, so. But yeah, like grabbing a pinch of Copenhagen snuff, I can get this much out, and that's not much. I would go back about 3 or 4 times to get a proper dose of Copenhagen snuff. But with Stoker's, because it's always just so fucking good, I can get this much. Which is more than adequate. The saying, my desk took a hit, is that's popular in our little dip community here. My desk just took a big hit. But it's all good. So yeah, now immediately the thing, if you're a Stoker's dipper and are familiar with their flavors and stuff, the first thing you notice, I got goo all over me. First thing you notice about Stoker's Fine Cut Wintergreen is that it doesn't taste like Stoker's Long Cut Wintergreen. At least to my taste. I find it much sweeter. You don't get as much of a burn as you do on the Stoker's Long Cut. And it's got all the perfect attributes of what a can of Stoker should have. You can I keep this. I had a dip of this earlier. I had it in for like an hour and a half, no problem, and it was like still. The only reason I spit it out is because I had to eat some pineapple. But yeah, it's like a really sweet wintergreen. Kind of like, yeah, it's a really good, sweet, delicious wintergreen. I like dips. I like everybody. I like certain dips for certain reasons. I like this. This is like on the opposite end of the spectrum with wintergreens than the Stokers. This isn't really sweet at all. It's more of a tobacco with a hint of wintergreen kind of taste, and the wintergreen is kind of bitter, if anything. But I love that about it. That's why I like it. It tastes reliable. You know what I mean? Like this, I've been dipping this for years, and when I've been able to have this in my life here in Canada, yeah, like back in the '90s, I dipped this all the time, and back in the '80s, this was pretty much, other than Cope Snuff, this was the only thing we could get. So, yeah, it's I like that for certain reasons, but this one, I like it for it tastes kind of cheerful, if that makes any sense. It's very uplifting, and there's nothing dark about it. Like that dark fired tobacco taste that like Grizzly Dark Wintergreen or Kodiak or anything. It's more like Copenhagen on the Copenhagen end, but it tastes completely different than anything Copenhagen put out. But anyhow, yeah, I fucking love it, and it's an experience I never probably would have had without the help of my friend Mr. Suit and Tie, Dip and Chew guy. He's got a much better review of this product on his channel. I'm sure. I know. But yeah, if you can find it, I think it's going out of production. If you can find it, pick up some Stoker's Fine Cut Wintergreen because it gets 2 thumbs up from Dirty Pat Walsh. That's for sure.